life is a mess and you're totally stressed out, just call Trent. Just call Trent. When your wife is cold as ice and you need some advice, just call Trent. Just call Trent. He'll shoot it straight and he won't say no. He'll just give you that advice and say, well, there you go.
Oh, hello and welcome to another episode of There You Go with Trent Mabry. I, of course, am your host, Trent Mabry. Today, my guest is Sara Bergmark. How are
Hello.
you?
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for doing it. We were talking before. It's a lovely day out. So I'm just thankful that we can stay inside and do this.
And create content, because that's what matters most in this world.
Well, that's what they say. They say content is king.
Content is king, and it matters more than your loved ones and family members. So that's what we should be doing.
Exactly. You mentioned your neighbors are having a party.
Yeah. I might leave and join them eventually.
Well, I was gonna ask, are you upset? Did you get invited to the party?
No, we're not friends with them, but like I know everything about them because the walls are so thin. Like I know who's like having relationship troubles. I know who like what music they play in the shower. They're really big Adele fans. Like on a Monday morning, they'll just blast Adele.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, they're going through a lot. I feel for them. I'm happy they're having a party today.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that they're in good spirits right now.
Yeah.
We have an old couple neighbor.
Okay.
A little Mexican guy and a Greek lady.
Aww.
And we have my roommate and we have two dogs, and they they're obsessed with the dogs.
Oh my gosh. What kind of dog do you have?
It's my girlfriend's dog, but I guess I adopted it. I signed the papers. I adopted it.
It's yours.
Yeah.
If you feed it and pick up its poop, then it's yours.
Exactly. It's a Shih Tzu poodle mix.
Oh, cute. So like really tiny.
It's
fluffy.
tiny. Yeah.
Cute.
It's a good dog, but my girlfriend left. She moved. She didn't move. She went to visit her friend in Boston yesterday.
That's very different.
Yeah.
My girlfriend left me with the dog. Now I'm a single father with the dog.
Yeah. No, she went to visit her friend in Boston yesterday. She left yesterday, and then the dog immediately started vomiting everywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Separation anxiety.
Exactly. Which I get. I did the same thing.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, of course. As soon as she left, both of you guys are just vomiting all over the floor. Your poor roommates.
We're real codependent. What's that?
Yeah. Is the roommate's dog good? Like, do they get along well?
They get along. The roommate's dog. Now they're gonna listen to this, so I might have to.
Got it.
But sometimes we have to take care of the roommate's dog, and the roommate's dog will he passes another dog on the sidewalk. He'll get a little. He'll bark. Yeah, and it's embarrassing. I get very embarrassed, even though it's not.
It's not even your kid.
Yeah.
But it's like by association. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be labeled as that kind of dog family.
Right. Yeah. Well, it reflects bad on me more than the dog.
Course. Your household.
Now you had some very funny TikTok videos regarding dogs. I enjoy those. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. The beginning of them, I always say I take videos of dogs to feel happy or something like that. And it's true. And I've become such a creep at the dog park. Like if you see the girl that's like standing outside the dog park, just like recording, it's me. And it's so weird. I should probably just approach, because I don't do it well. I don't like approach the dog owners, and I'm not like, oh my God, you're so cute. I just like,
yeah, you don't make them sign a content release form.
No, until I start. I mean, yeah, in my head, I'm like, man, what could I get from this? I don't even have a dog. And I'm like, if I get like free dog food or something one day, I'm like, maybe I should give it back to the community that I've been exploiting for this content.
Right. Now, have you ever had a dog?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with dogs. I was when I was little, I used to carry around this book of dogs that was like this thick, and it had every dog breed, and I would just I was the annoying kid that would be like, do you know Dalmatians actually don't do well with children? Just like would list off facts about dogs.
Oh, wow.
But then my family was allergic to dander. So they were like, we can't get a dog unless it's hypoallergenic, blah, 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 blah. So they made me wait until I was 11. Then we got a poodle. So yes, I did have a dog when I was little growing up.
What was the poodle's name?
His name was Riley. I loved him so much. I was like fully obsessed with him because of how obsessed with dogs I was at an early age. Yeah, and then now my mom, he passed away, and then my mom got another dog that's a Maltipoo. So that's kind of like yours a little bit. They probably look pretty similar.
Maybe Luna, come here. Oh, she's sleeping.
Yes.
I don't
Okay,
want to
didn't
disturb
wanna-
her. Maybe at the end.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to ask, but I was hoping to get an appearance of the dog at some point.
Well, yeah. Well, we can make that happen, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I had a dog. This is not a funny story, and I don't know why I've started it already, but I had a dog a few years back, probably 5-6 years now. We had him about 7 years, and one day we were playing fetch in the hallway. We had a long hallway back in Indiana where you could have those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, not New York. New York is like 2 feet. You
Yeah,
walk
exactly.
places.
We had a long hallway. I was playing fetch with the dog, and the dog goes and fetches the ball and comes running back, trips, breaks his neck, dies.
What? That's insane.
Yeah.
Wait, he tripped and then died. Like he broke his own neck.
Broke his own neck.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay. Still pretty traumatic, but
Well, yeah. I can't imagine if I was a young boy and saw that happen, but it was still horrible.
did you know immediately that he had died, or were you like, what just happened? Like confused?
Well, he tried to like get up a few times and he couldn't.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was
I'm so sorry. That is so traumatizing.
It was bad.
I had he didn't die from this, but so I'm from San Diego, but like East San Diego. Everyone thinks like must have grown up on the water, and I'm like, no, I grew up on like there's like horses and farms and stuff, and lots of animals like out in the wilderness. So there's tons of coyotes and mountain lions like around where I grew up. I was leaving to school one day, and my dog Riley was like running around in the backyard, and I thought the neighbor's dog got out. I was like, Mom, like whatever, Scrappy's out and chasing Riley, I'm leaving. And she was like, that's not Scrappy. And it was a coyote was like chasing our dog around the yard. And we like opened the door, and he had our dog pinned by the neck. And like,
my gosh.
they can just hop fences. Like we had like a chain link, but they just soar over them. And luckily he just dropped, because he's a little poodle, like he could have easily just been like, see you later. But he dropped the dog and ran out, but he had like all these puncture wounds.
Oh geez.
Neck. It's hard life with these dogs.
It is. They break your heart. I don't know why. I don't know if it's worth it. It is, but
yeah, I know you did it again. You did it to yourself again.
Right. Exactly. Every 17 years. If you're
I
lucky.
just like stalk them. I'm like, I don't want to get attached to
Right.
anything.
Yeah. That might be the better way. You just creepily record videos.
Yeah.
You can watch at home later.
Yeah. Watch them in the darkness of my room at night. Like, good boy.
Well, thanks for doing this. I'll explain if this is your first time listening. This is an advice podcast. You can email me at advicefromtrent@gmail.com. That's advicefromtrent@gmail.com.
How'd you come up with that name? So
It was it was tough. I went through a lot of names, and that's the one I settled on. I think I made a good choice.
Easy to track down.
Exactly. So that's what this person did. They emailed me, and I'm gonna pull it up on my iPhone 7 Plus.
Wow, living large over there. Congrats
Hey,
on
we
that.
try.
It's like an artifact at this point.
It really is.
Yeah.
What kind of phone do you have?
As I say that, I'm like, what do I have? I have this one.
That looks the exact same.
Yeah, I think it's probably an iPhone 7.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's higher, but only does yours have this, the
No,
3
mine
cameras?
only has the one thing. Oh, we got a
Sorry,
big
sorry.
shot over here. Someone's doing well.
Yeah,
S-
all these
So
dog
anyway,
videos. Sorry.
the subject is February 14th failure.
Mm.
Dear Trent, I love your podcast. And I think my girlfriend secretly loves it too, even though every time we listen to an episode, she says, not this again. Can we please turn this off? That's not nice.
That's
Uh,
not nice.
yeah. Anyway, as you know, Valentine's Day is quickly approaching, and I waited too long to make a reservation at the fancy restaurant I promised to take her to. Now they're all booked up. I feel terrible, especially because the same thing happened last year.
Oh
I'm worried,
no.
Trent. If I blow this, I think it might be the end. Do you have any ideas on how to save this Valentine's Day? Thanks, signed Worried in Wichita.
Wichita. Worried in Wichita. First of all, out the gate, nothing is hotter to me and a lot of women than a man with a plan. That's all I have to say. Like,
Sure.
if you can look up on Google top 5 restaurants in my neighborhood and make a reservation, you're already so high above half the population.
Right. Right.
So just sorry to say, I'm a little disappointed about our Wichita friend, but I don't know. Did you have a thought? I just kind of jumped on that. You go first.
Well, I agree that this guy he's already in the doghouse.
Which he knows.
Yeah,
So
he
I
knows. He's
appreciate
aware
that.
of it.
He's aware.
Here's what I would do. I would I would just go. I would go to the restaurant. I would take her to the restaurant, get all dressed up, get it for a night on the town, take her to the restaurant, and then say, hey, we made a reservation. And then
And
they would be looking through their book and they'll say, we don't have you here. And they go, well, you must have made a mistake. I made a reservation.
yeah,
I would just act like I made the reservation. Just
yeah,
lie, basically.
right.
And you got to be a
just-
good actor to really commit to
Right,
that.
right. Your goal is just pretend, yeah, just lie your way through this and then eventually end up at McDonald's. That's which honestly could be fun. I think that's a good plan, but if it's a second year in a row, I would be suspicious.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
would be like, no.
The girlfriend would question it. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of think I would make it go back to something that's like a last minute, but like means something to you guys. So like maybe you guys had your first kiss in a park somewhere. All we want, well, and I'm not trying to speak for all women, but as the woman on this podcast, right? All I want is that story behind whatever you're doing. Like if you hand me a napkin with a heart on it and you tell me this is a napkin from the restaurant we went on our first date.
Oh, wow.
And I got this napkin for you. I'm like, oh my God. There's a story.
That's I love that. I'd fall in love with a guy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so easy. And that's like a napkin. You could have gotten it from McDonald's, but I don't know. just black out the M, the golden arches.
Right. Why does his napkin say I'm loving it on
it? Yeah. Chicken McNuggets for fall. What is this? It's their new campaign. Chicken
McNuggets for fall.
Yeah, they're really pushing that one. That's their
Well, I think that would be a hit. A good campaign. How do you feel now? Do you have a man or a lady? I don't pretend to know.
Yeah, you're good. Way to cover your butt on that. Good job. No, I don't have a person or man or person. So I don't know, but just I feel like in past relationships, that's all that mattered. I would go back on a memory you have with that person and find a way to incorporate it into this night. And it doesn't even have to be like expensive, special, super nice, as long as it means something to the two of you. That is so much cooler to me. And then you get to go and tell your friends like, Oh, he remembered that, you know, I loved this salad we had at this one restaurant that's, right down the street from our house. So he took me there, but he bought like a bottle of champagne to split there. Like easy, easy breezy.
That yeah, it really is. You don't have to. I mean, I was gonna say you don't have to put a lot of effort into it, but you shouldn't say that.
Well, you really don't. You just
Yeah.
have to think for like maybe 20 to 30 minutes. And you're good.
Which I don't know if this guy can do. He's done this twice in a row. He's
I
forgotten.
know. That's why I'm so disappointed. And then why? I'm thinking he like re-promised, like, don't worry, we'll go next year for sure. Which
Right.
means he should have made the reservation that day.
Right, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like the idea that he makes her wait a whole nother year.
Yeah. This becomes their tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe you go, maybe your idea is the best option if you really is in the bind to go to this place. Who knows? Maybe they'll have a dropout.
Right. You could have like a dropout, or you cause like a big scene.
Yeah.
And they just throw their hands up in the air and they go, okay, we'll get a table for you.
Right. Or you know what works? If you have it, money. Just throw money at them and just say, I will pay you X amount of money to take this person's reservation.
You grease the palm a little bit.
Mhm.
Because everybody loves money. Everybody can be bribed, as far as I know.
Sure. That's what I like to promote is just buy your way into love and a stable relationship.
Well, yeah, that's probably how this guy keeps his lady. He's got some money, and she doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to.
Right. He's not planning. There must be some stability there that she's like got to lean on his 401k. At least he's got that planned out.
Yeah. So I think you get dressed up. You don't act like anything's wrong. You say, hey, I made reservations. we're ready. We're raring to go. You
Yeah.
get dressed up. You take her to a nice restaurant. And you park. Obviously there's gonna be a valet.
Of course. Of course. It's a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
I would love if there was valet, but it was like Olive Garden. But like that's that would be great.
Well, are you familiar with White Castle, the restaurant, the fast food restaurant?
Yeah.
White Castle.
The way you said that. White Castle. Yes.
I read that they aren't doing it now because of COVID concerns. But they used to offer reservations for Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's smart. That's what I mean. Like if it means something to you, then just do it. I had a friend who they're not together anymore, her and this guy, but he was like, get all dressed up tonight, like we're going out to dinner. I don't know if it was Valentine's Day or not, but then he took her to Taco Bell and and ate dinner in the Taco Bell, and they have like a picture of them cheersing, like what's that? They have like a blue drink there. I forget.
Oh, the Baja Blast. Yeah.
Yeah. It like blew up on social media, of course.
Really?
Every guy, hell yeah, I'm just gonna take her to Taco Bell. But she liked it at the time because she thought it was like funny. They always go to Taco Bell.
Right.
Blah, blah. Didn't pan out in the end, but it was cute at the time.
We went to a Taco Bell in New York. It's called the Taco Bell Cantina. Are you familiar with this?
This is where you can drink, right?
Yes, they serve alcohol.
Nice.
I was unaware.
Okay. Were you excited when you showed up?
Well, I don't drink, but
okay. So no.
No, I wasn't. But I feel like it's a brilliant business plan because normally when you're drinking, you go to Taco Bell anyway.
Right.
So just cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
Get plastered and then dive right into a gordita.
Exactly. Do you know they have the Taco Bell hotel? Have you heard of this?
No.
It's like a luxury hotel.
Luxury.
Yeah, luxury. But the food is all like Taco Bell food. but I like want to pull it up because it's so crazy. I'll send you the link, but it's like, I think it's in Palm Springs, and it's like, yeah, it's called like the Bell something, but it's all Taco Bell. Like the bedding is like the packets, like the sauces and
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, it's wild. But
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
They're
maybe
doing-
that's what this guy should do. Take her to the Taco Bell hotel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice place, and they probably have reservations open. So
Probably. Well, I hear it's luxury.
yeah, you're right. Valentine's Day, people do, like I said, my friend loved Taco Bell. Maybe they're booked and busy for Valentine's Day. Who knows?
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Um, as being from California, In-N-Out for
Mhm.
sure is like the true blue. But since I have lived in New York, I get McDonald's way more than I used to, just because it's so easy and
Right.
always the same, so good. What I miss that, well, New York, obviously we have, pizza is everywhere, but I really miss late night burritos. That's like what I would get as late night drunk
Mhm.
food, always in San Diego, which is like the worst thing to eat at 1 a.m. You're like, yeah, I'll have a full California burrito right now. That's a great choice for me. I do miss that a lot. What
Yeah,
about you?
I've never had In-N-Out. Everybody always raves about it. I do like I like a nice Popeyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of those out here. I never really like, I think they have, I'm sure they have some in San Diego, but I'm not a big like chicken sandwich person, so
Mhm.
didn't lean into it too much.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I recommend
What's
it.
Indiana's like go-to?
What's that?
What's Indiana's go-to fast food sort of thing?
We don't have like a lot of like McDonald's would be a big one. Dairy Queen. Are you familiar with Dairy Queen?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got that all the time growing up.
Yeah, that would be a big one. So we don't have like our own special. We don't. Oh, California, they got In-N-Out. We don't have. We get
Right.
we get the
Yeah.
hand-me-downs. We get the most popular ones.
There you go. Yeah. We just try to pretend like we're better always in California. That's the vibe out there.
Right.
Even though it's the same as like Five Guys.
Yeah. That's what I kind of assumed.
Yeah. It's like that or like Shake Shack vibes.
Shake Shack. Now we've been to Shake Shack. We don't have that in Indiana, but of course it's huge here.
Yeah, people freak out about Shake Shack here.
Exactly.
Everyone just loves the like nostalgic fast food place.
Exactly.
It's like your sport team.
Yeah, that you have a loyalty to it. What I don't like about Shake Shack is they charge you extra for like fries and shit, which I guess like every restaurant here does. It's all
You take a breath and they're like, sorry, 10 cents on every breath you took today. I can't afford this.
exactly.
Stop breathing.
So yeah, so what we've been doing, we get like the meal delivery things where they send you the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to cook them, it's cheaper. It ends up being cheaper than like eating out and then grocery shopping all the time.
I need to do that because I am so lazy with grocery shopping, and then I end up being like, yeah, I can spend $14 on a salad, and I'm like,
exactly.
Why did I do that? Is there one that you like? Maybe they want to sponsor this podcast.
Well, my iPhone 7 Plus sponsorship deal still hasn't come through.
Yeah.
But we get every plate.
Okay.
And I recommend it. 5 stars. Love every plate.
Every place.
And
did you hear that? We love your service.
Exactly.
Send it.
And they offer like $20 off things, which I'll send you one, and then I get $20 off too.
This is perfect. I would love that. I mean, I really do. I've been thinking about starting doing that, and I couldn't determine if it was like worth the cost, but 20% off, of course.
Exactly. So every plate, if you're listening, sponsor us.
Sponsor us. And to all the listeners at home, use code Trent20.
Yeah, just message me and I'll send you the discount thing.
Yeah. Look at this guy just throwing out discounts. Everyone, go to him. He has the money.
I'm like the Oprah of not successful podcasts.
Yeah. Of discount codes on grocery delivery.
Yeah. So maybe that's what we've given this guy a few options. Maybe he could just order Every Plate, make a nice home cooked meal for his lady.
If Every Plate doesn't sponsor you after this, Valentine's Day dinner with Every Plate. I think dress up because it is fun. Like I love being like, yeah, I got something to do tonight. I'm gonna like dress up, look good. Maybe you stay home still and just do Every Plate, and then you guys can have a nice time.
Yeah, here's what he should do. This is it. I think we've cracked the code here. He gets dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
Him and the lady get dressed up. They go to the restaurant. I've made a reservation. They don't have the reservation on the books. He goes, that's all right. We'll go back home. He lights a candle. He cooks his girlfriend a nice home cooked meal from Every Plate.
Yes. Every Plate. Use Trent 20. It's just the amount of sponsorship we're giving them. I think that's a good idea, but you got to throw a real fit at the place. Be like, I booked this a year ago and you didn't keep my reservation.
Right.
Be like, we're leaving. Then you go home. You go, don't worry, I have a plan B.
Yeah.
And then bust out the candles, bust out the Every Plate with your discounted Every Plate code. And then, open a bottle of wine, champagne. What's her favorite drink if she drinks? If not, does she like a candy? Does she like a dessert option?
And then at the end, write "I love you" on a napkin you got from McDonald's.
A napkin from McDonald's specifically.
So there you go. I think that helps.
Yeah, and then just say "ba ba ba ba," I'm loving you, and then you're married.
That's perfect. So there you go. That's it. Anything you want to plug, Sarah?
Oh my gosh. I have a show. I have a show at the Stand. If you live in New York, coming up on February 23rd. It's a comedy variety show. We have stand-ups, characters, musical comedy, and then we're ending with a Broadway performer from Dear Evan Hansen. He's closing us out with a couple amazing songs.
That's awesome. Yeah, so go to that. And follow you. We got your Twitter, Instagram, all that.
Oh yeah, if you want creepy videos of me recording dogs, follow me on TikTok. I think it's at Sara Bergmark Comedy, or Instagram at Sara Bergmark, and that's me. Yeah,
follow Sarah. She's very funny, and you can follow me on Twitter at Trent Mabry, and on Instagram Trent_Mabry. I didn't get Trent Mabry on Instagram.
It's hard. It's hard to grab.
It is hard. It's hard. And you follow the podcast, like the podcast, subscribe, rate, review, all that shit. All right, that's it. That's the show. As always, this is Trent Mabry signing off. Bye-bye.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Mercy. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe. But I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? Mabry has left the building.